Vanakkam. Ohayo gozaimasu. This is Chandrabanu. We are all made up of energy. The universe is made up of energy. Our body, our thoughts, our emotions, everything is made of energy. Even this inanimate thing, a table or the laptop or anything, everything has energy which is vibrating at a certain frequencies. And if we have a mechanism to tap into the energy of the universe, to the cosmic energy, and to balance any imbalances in our energy body, which is creating diseases, discomforts in the body, how nice it will be. Yes, there were ancient sages and saints and medical professions, even today, different types of medical profession is different, adapting different method or trying to balance the energy in the body by their methods. But if you can, in the natural way, connect to the cosmic energy, tap into this infinite energy, the abundant energy, how nice it will be for us. And there we have so many healing modalities. India has an ancient wisdom, practiced many different modalities. Of course, we have from China and Japan also many ancient traditional way of tapping into the energy and healing the energy body through subtle channels in the body. So I am going to tell you one such energy balancing system with the help of the hands, with the help of the fingers. This is called Mudra Therapy. Mudra means seal. Something will, like it will be just seal it with a permanency of a situation. Okay. And let me just talk about mudras. Mudras, there are different kind of mudras. Mudras which are done with the hand, they are called Hasta Mudra. Mudras that are practiced with the thought of the mind, that is called Mano Mudra. Mudras that are practiced with the entire body, it is called Kaya Mudra. I am going to share with you a knowledge about Hasta Mudra or the hand mudras, because these mudras are very easy to practice. Some mudras, the position, hand position is slightly difficult, but you can easily, as you develop the flexibility, you will be able to do them very well. Let me explain to you the basic behind the mudras. Mudra Therapy, the hand mudras or the Hasta Mudra. Hasta means hand in English, Sanskrit is Hasta. Okay, the world is made of 5 elements. Space or Akash, air, Vayu, earth, Prithvi or Bhumi, water or Jal, Agni or fire. The same 5 elements are in our body and they are controlled by the 5 fingers of our hands. The middle finger represents Akash, space. Index finger, Vayu or air. Thumb represents fire. The ring finger represents Prithvi or earth. And the little finger represents water or Jal. By keeping these fingers in a certain way, we can balance them or we can increase them or decrease them. Okay, now let us see how these 5 elements are in the body. Tell me, where is space in our body? Any tubular organ like a stomach or intestines which has a bag-like structure, they have a space inside. And when you think of even the skull, it has a space. Within that space only you find the brain is lodged. Here the thorax, where it has a thoracic cavity where the lungs and the heart are there. An abdominal cavity where the stomach and all the digestive organs are there. So the space is there in the body, and like even in the mouth, the buccal cavity or the nasal cavity, everywhere there is space. Or inside the organ also there is space. In between the cells, interstitial space is also there. So there is space everywhere in the body. And it's very interesting that each element controls one sense organ also. In our fingers, the middle finger represents space and the sense organ, because space is connected with the sound. So the sense organ which is connected with the middle finger or space element is ears. So any issues, challenges with hearing other than in birth challenges, they can be corrected, which is developed during the growing up stage, that can be corrected with the correcting or altering or holding this middle finger in a certain way. The next one we'll talk about is Vayu element or air. Where is air? Obvious question, right? You find air in the lungs, and the air is carried away into various parts of the body also through the blood circulations, and where you find carbon dioxide, oxygen exchange is taking place everywhere. Okay? And the air also represents all voluntary and involuntary movements within the body. Air is also responsible to a very important factor, that is our thoughts and emotions, and or for electrical movement of impulses across the nerves, the sensory as well as the motor nerves. So you find air is there everywhere, like we find air everywhere around. That is how it is there within the body also. And how do you feel air? Actually, you feel air when it is flowing against your skin. So obviously the sense organ which is controlled by air is skin. And because air controls movement, so any disorders of movements, like as it happens in case of paralysis or excessive Parkinson's disease, can be helped to most extent by manipulation of the air element. Now let's talk about the fire element. So space, middle finger, air, index finger. Now third is fire element, which is controlled by thumb. Where is fire in our body? We always have an expression of fire in my belly. So the digestive processes which is taking place in the stomach, and then absorption, assimilation that is taking place in the intestine, this is all create fire. Fire is also associated with the vision. So the sense organ which is controlled are the eyes. Disorders like appetite, indigestion, obesity can be helped by manipulation of fire element with the help of the thumb. We'll come to water now. Water. You find 70% of the world is made of water. 70% of our cells, the protoplasm also has water element. Besides that, in the body we find blood, tears, saliva, lymph, digestive juices, sweat, urine, cerebrospinal fluid, and even fat. They all constitute the water element in the body. Water is related to taste because in the mouth there is salivary gland, saliva is secreted, and the tongue tastes the food only when there is a water element. So the tongue, the sense of taste is controlled by the water element, and in our hand the little finger, the pinky finger, is responsible for control of the water element. Any disorders related to water metabolism like dehydration or water retention can be helped by manipulating the water element. Finally, we are coming to the fifth element, Prithvi or earth. Entire body mass, the muscles, skin, hair, nail, bones, cartilages, everything which constitute to the physical form is earth in the body. Earth now is associated with smell. So sense organ is nose here. Anything to do with the body, physical body, obesity or debility, low immunity, leanness, all can be helped by manipulating the earth element. Earth element is represented by the ring finger. And now we will go into see what are the general conditions when we do the mudras. Whatever may be the mudras we are doing, mudras will activate these elements in the body in a very subtle way. For to have an immediate effect, except for few mudras, the rest of the mudras they will take some time. You have to do them maybe from 20 to 45 minutes in a day for continuously, consistently, for minimum 45 days to have a lasting effect. Or sometimes, depending upon the condition for which you are doing the mudra, if you are getting immediate results, you can discontinue them. Sometimes it takes 7 days, sometimes it takes only 15 minutes. This all depend upon the different mudras. But consistently you have to do for a longer duration for long-term effect. Mudras are activating the energy systems in the body. They subtly activate. And when you are doing the mudras, it will be better when you do it when your stomach is empty. You can do at any time, but effect will be more only in empty stomach, or after having a meal you do after 2 hours also. You can practice the mudra to have the maximum benefit of the mudras. And whenever you do the mudra, you sit straight. The spine has to be, the vertebral column has to be erect. Sit straight. Don't stoop or relax or this way or that way. It has to be aligned straight. That is another condition. And we do mudras in different kind of in a posture or sitting posture. We can do in Padmasana, Sukhasana, Artha Padmasana, Vajrasana, or normal sitting in a chair also. So another interesting factor about how to do the mudra is when you want to activate certain element, you have to touch main controller, super controller here is the thumb. If you want to activate the air element, you want to give more air, then you touch that finger which controls that element to the tip of the thumb. If you want to reduce it, then take it to the root of the thumb. This is one simple rule. We saw how these 5 elements are controlled by our fingers and in turn activate the 5 elements in the body and balances with the outside 5 elements. And the combination of these 5 elements also make a categorization of different types of human beings. We find the 5 elements, combination of 2 elements in the body create a particular category or a humor or a constitution of the body. And we classify, Ayurveda especially classifies the human types as 3 types, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata, how it is created by the combination of air and the space creates Vata element. And combination of fire and water creates Pitta, heat. And combination of earth and water creates Kapha element, where predominantly it will be water in the body. All these three categorization have certain way it expresses, and it is a detailed subject as it is, and we will not be dealing with that except for mentioning of this, like if people have Vata constitution, they should practice this mudra in a moderate way. Like that only I will be mentioning. We are not going into the science of the three humors. So I want to introduce you to one first mudra. Afterwards you will see different mudras for different conditions. This mudra is called Gyan Mudra. Gyan Mudra means Mudra of Knowledge. How will we do this mudra? Just tip of the index finger with the thumb, and we have to keep it like this on our thighs. If I am sitting on a chair, I will be keeping it on my thigh. Just here to show you, I am keeping it on the table like this, okay? What this mudra does, why it is called Gyan, knowledge, we will see, because it improves the mind power and it leads to spiritual enlightenment also. It stimulates brain, it strengthens the nervous system, it facilitates movement of electrical impulses across the nerves. It strengthens the pituitary gland, and as a result it will, which is a master gland, it improves the entire system of endocrine glands. It strengthens all the muscles in the body. As I told you, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Air in the space is the Vata element. So in case of Vata deficiency, doing Gyan Mudra is very beneficial. But if Vata is a predominant, then you have to practice this mudra in moderation. And moreover, because it is connected with the air and the space, it increases dryness. Supposing somebody is having excessive mucus formation or lining the lungs or anywhere, you can do this mudra to reduce the mucus formation. What are the benefits of doing this mudra? As I told you, it improves the brain power, mind power, it increases memory. All students or any time of the whichever age we are, we all need memory. Long term as well as a short term memory, immediate memory to act intensely for any work, we have to do this Gyan Mudra. It removes the dullness of the mind. Whenever your people are having, these are the conditions to overcome that. People are dull. If you are not showing enthusiasm or they are reckless, they don't have the loss of memory, deficient brain power, drowsiness, lethargy, nervous weakness, neuropathy, Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis. In all these conditions, Gyan Mudra helps. But you have to do it from 20 to 45 minutes. You can do at a break of 5 minutes. I tell you some more of the benefits and then tell you how to do the breathing while doing the Gyan Mudra. It helps in the overcoming the hypopituitarism, hypothyroidism, hypoparathyroidism, hypoadrenalism, muscular disorders like myopathy, myasthenia, paresis, paralysis, and different kind of muscular condition affecting the body. This mudra helps. How to do this mudra? I told you. Touch the tip of the index finger with the thumb and keep it like this. And close your eyes. Take long, deep inhalations and exhalation. When you are doing this deep breathing, bring your concentration to the between the eyebrows. After few long deep breathing, inhalation and exhalation, you can do normal breathing. Do for 5 minutes in the morning, before lunch, or in the evening, and in the night also before having dinner. It will help you. It will help in increasing the brain power, memory, and overcoming all the disorders in the body related to muscular and neurological condition related disorders. And it improves, enhances our knowledge That is why it is called Gyan. Gyan in Sanskrit means knowledge in English. So we can do, as an introductory mudra, I have given you the Gyan Mudra. We will practice more mudras and we will talk about chakras and what are the different mudras which will enhance or activate the chakras in the coming sessions. Practice the mudra. Wish you a very long memory and a happy acquisition of knowledge. Bye bye.